Hi, my name is Kenny Young. I'm the owner of Young's Restaurant in Durham, New Hampshire. We've been working with an energy audit implementation through retail merchants, and love to show you around and show you some of the things that we've done. Behind me are 4x8 windows that really were on the north side of the building. Very cold, never saw sun, and 4 feet away from the building was my neighbor, which all I could see was clapboards with off and on graffiti on it and weeds growing, and there was really nothing to look at. So through the energy audit, they decided that the best thing to do would be to close in those windows. And for the last 20 years anyway, I've been wanting to do just what we're doing now, have an artist, have 4 scenes of Durham in there, and we are so very satisfied for what we've done here. It's improved the atmosphere in this dining room. And so it's a win-win, I think, for the restaurant and the community. I wanted the professionals to take a look at it, see what it would cost, see what our payback was, and we went on through retail merchants to establish an energy audit. We estimated through the energy audit that we would save approximately 40% on our energy costs switching from propane to natural gas. But to date, we honestly believe we're going to save 55%. The flame is just so much more intense with the natural gas that things cook quicker. We cook buckets of potatoes every day, and we're finding it's taking somewhere around 12 to 15 minutes less to cook, which means you use less fuel. Today, the technology is moving so fast that, and I'm not an engineer. I run a restaurant. So I really felt that it was time for the professionals to take a look at our building and come back with an assessment of what some of the things that possibly we could do. Above us are the green fans that were suggested to us in the energy audit, which are variable speed fans dictated by how much heat is in our hood system, which will determine what speed those fans will run at. Behind me is the fan control system for the green fans that we saw outside in the air return. It's run by 2 sensors that are in the hood above the cooks, and what it does is this computer system is what makes those fans variable. So if it's not calling for 100% usage of the fan, then it'll wind down and only use, say, 50% of the fan speed, which is saving you money. And you can see it's beyond me, because I can't tell you what that means. I really needed a resource to help me through this and understand some of the things that this energy audit was trying to tell me. And working with Joe from Retail Merchants has been truly a great experience. Right here we have 2 compressors that are remoted from walk-ins, freezer and cooler. Both of these pieces of equipment were at least 14 and one was 19 years old. We replaced them with today's motors that considered green motors that run more efficiently, and also with the best Freon, which also runs at a more efficient rate than the old Freons that we had. They suggested using closed cell foam, which is about 4 to 6 inches of foam right here. You lose a tremendous amount of energy, heat loss in your rim joists. So now the whole basement, the rim joists are completely sealed, so we're looking forward to saving energy and money on that. I knew there was some things glaring to me as far as energy loss that I was always concerned about, my ventilation for my heat and air conditioning ducts. You won't be able to see all the insulation that we did. We did what we call hot roofs in the 3-story roof and the 1-story roof, which used open cell insulation. And it's now an R34.2. Some things had an 8-month payback, some things had a 55-year payback. So obviously, as a business, we had choices that some of the things that we could implement and some things we felt that didn't make good business sense. 5 or 6 years ago, we had put in light bulbs up in the ceiling here. At the time, were the best bulbs that you could buy, but as technology dictates, it's moving faster than I can think. And now we have LEDs up there. We started with 14 watts and now we're down to 8 watts, and believe it or not, we have better lighting. When you're making money choices for investment, you really have to have a good, confident understanding that you're doing the right thing. These are the potatoes we were talking about cooking, and with propane it took anywhere from an hour to an hour and 5 minutes to cook. And now we're finding it's somewhere between 45 and 50 minutes to cook this, which means we cook 2 of these a day for our home fries, and that is 30 minutes less of fuel a day, 365 days a year. So to me, right there, that's just one item. We're going to save CO2 emissions and money. So, great. The first electric bill that we could compare after the construction went down 20% on how many kilowatts we used. I'm very happy so far. I think we're right on target. In fact, we may do better than our estimates, which would be great. The support I got from retail merchants was way over the top. And through those measures, I think we have really turned it around.